Hey guys, welcome back. Episode 96 of the Super Co-op Squad video game podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Mac. I'm here with my good friend, my fellow hosts, gamers galore, some other words, Garrett Laney.
Hello.
Joshua Gerard.
We back. And we're not a dinosaur story.
It's been a little bit of a break, you know. life has happened, difficulties have happened. But we're here, going strong again. A couple weeks off, don't break us. So we're ready. We are the Super Co-op Squad. We love games. We love comics. Everything nerdy. Every week we sit down together as friends, as fellow gamers. We chat about the latest news, the biggest things going on, our opinions, and have hopefully a damn good time. Hopefully you have one as well. Before we hop into today's show, of course, as always, we give ourselves the terrible spoiler of the week.
What is the terrible spoiler?
I might catch crap for this one. Spider-Man's not in the Venom movie.
You know what? It's fine.
Yeah.
He's still taking the cop out.
Well, I could go deeper, but I don't think I want to actually give real spoilers. No, there's other ones. But yes, Spider-Man has nothing to do with this Venom film.
That must mean you saw the movie.
Nope, I just know.
Okay.
For real spoilers, so guys, make sure you check our show notes. You can find those wherever you happen to be listening, on iTunes, on Google Play, on Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and we are now on Spotify as well as YouTube. So you can find us pretty much anywhere that you need to listen to stuff.
No excuses.
Yeah, there are none. Or you can go to scspodcast.com. The notes will be there for you as well. That way you can follow along, know what we're going to talk about in general, and skip some spoilers if you need to. All right, to start the show, of course, though, we are going to dive directly into our best and worst news of the week. So each of us picks the best and worst thing that we learned about in the news for gaming or something pop culture related this week. As always, it is worst first. It's my week, so I will start it off. Worst news of the week.
What do you got?
Freaking Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I knew it.
Freaking Kingdom Hearts.
They did it again.
So they are now making a compilation for PS4 that will include all 9 of the core, pretty much all of their Kingdom Hearts games in their final mix editions.
The story's so fun.
$39.99. Now, this is a problem for me, and if you are a long-time listener, then you know this, because they have remade these games again and again, and repackaged them again, and then redid those same packages for the PS4 after they were already on PS3, and now they're giving you the full complete package, which we should have had to begin with. I can't stand this.
For cheaper than the 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8.
Well, each of those were $20 or $30.
No, each of those I believe were $39.99.
That's worse. That's a problem.
Now, yeah, I know. I'm adding on to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So you see it as a problem too, right? This is too much now, Garrett. Please say this is too much.
This is a lot.
Thank you.
This is a lot.
You're still going to buy it.
I'm not, only because I literally already bought 2.8 and 1.5, 2.5 mix on PS4. There's nothing else for me other than if I just want to go, I'd rather have one case rather than 2 cases.
I'm very surprised.
So unless there's a cool pre-order bonus or like a keychain or some plushie. You get like a heartless plushie.
If there's a plushie, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, not this time. Not me.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I knew it. As soon as I saw the announcement, I was like, Johnny's going to be up in arms about this.
Yeah, don't like it at all.
Okay. All right.
So that's my worst news of the week.
So, moving on to me, as the natural rotation. That's clockwise, Joshua.
Yep.
Worst news for me is people are complaining about the New York Comic-Con Aquaman trailer. It's 5 minutes long, and they're complaining that that's too long. It shows too much.
So is that what's going to be the actual trailer, or is this just something that was exclusive to people at the NYCC?
That's the new trailer. It's already been released online officially. It's not leaked or anything. Like, that's the new Aquaman trailer. It's 5 minutes long.
I happen to agree with them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think a trailer should be 5 minutes. I think trailers have done what they've gone to a point they don't need to go to, and that's to show you the movie. Like, I feel like it should be a small snippet to get me excited or make me aware if I wasn't already aware. I don't need to know anything more than that. I mean, I've referenced it before. I reference it again. Beauty and the Beast. I mean, obviously, I know we've seen the first movie, right? I know it. I know that. But when they made the live action remake, literally the trailer was the movie. Like I got the whole gist of it. Like, girl in town, she travels on a dark, snowy road. She gets captured. Her dad takes her place. Or no, she takes her dad's place after she saves him. She falls in love. They fight. She saves him. Like, all of that is in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I think for that specific example, Beauty and the Beast, it's because we all know the story. We all know the story already. Aquaman, this is a new take on Aquaman, a different story, so to speak. I don't think it's that big of a problem. I actually like having a 5-minute trailer. Do people have valid points saying that it shows them the entire movie? Maybe. It does show a lot more than your average trailer would. I mean, it's not the entire movie, obviously. There's still going to be plenty of stuff that can take you by surprise, plenty of other characters. I'm sure there's going to be like 3 or 4 twists that have nothing to do with this trailer that DC is going to think is going to be good, but the audience it's going to go past their head or whatever.
And there's another problem. So you can have your opinion on that. I'm sure many people might agree with you. Shame on you. You're entitled to that. But here's another problem. How many trailers pop up when you're watching your movie, your average movie in your average theater? Say the first week. Obviously, it changes if the movie's been out for a month or whatever.
Yeah.
But, opening week, second week, how many trailers do you say pop up before you watch your movie?
There's a good, 7.
7.
Yeah.
7. So if they all start creeping to 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, how long are you going to be sitting there before you watch your film?
I think that would change things a little bit. One, I think Aquaman's the only one to really do like a 5-minute long trailer. I don't think too many other studios or movies are going to go that route. Only because this is a DC movie. It's big. They're trying to catch as many people as they can.
I bet that if we look back at like movies in the 1980s and those trailers are probably very
15
short.
seconds.
Yeah, exactly. And I bet we can probably see the growth of them become longer and longer. And yes, you're right. Probably not at first. People are going to go 5 minutes, but someone's going to do it.
Yeah.
And someone else is going to do it.
But come to that, came to show our movie at blank and so time, so maybe there's only going to be 2 trailers this time, or 3 or 4.
I don't see that happening. I mean, if we're already getting 7 of them at 2 minutes or 3 minutes, right? Because it takes 20 minutes before you watch your film.
Yeah.
They'll just deal with it. The advertisement, how they make their money. Like, they need that in there.
That's true. Well, you have more time to get popcorn then.
Yeah.
You're trying to
get those last minute peas out.
You're trying to make a positive out of a negative here, but it's
Silver lining.
My turn to talk. So a lot of people are procrastinators. Maybe that's why they extend trailers so long, because they know everybody's late.
that is not true.
So I don't mind the length of the trailer. Think of it as more of a sneak peek. I don't think these type of trailers are always going to be shown in the theaters. Like, because this trailer came out doesn't mean it's going to be the trailer that's shown before a movie starts. My gripe with this trailer is they did what they did with Assassin's Creed, and they showed a chase scene that was about almost 2 minutes straight. Like, they showed what looks to me like the entire chase scene in that sequence in that trailer. So if I go watch the movie, am I going to see literally the same thing I saw in a trailer 2 months before the movie came out? Like, for me, did you guys watch the trailer?
I did.
I don't choose to watch trailers unless I have to.
So you know what I'm talking about, right? It was a very extended sequence that, in my opinion, it spoils a lot of the
I swear they
action
used
stuff.
the same shot twice in that scene.
Through the wall?
Transformers is famous for it.
Really?
Oh
They
yeah,
do that?
like in several films, there's like this shot of a ship like flying towards the Earth, and it shows like the ship and like going past the Earth.
Yeah.
They've used that in several Transformers films. They've changed out the ship, same exact scene. Problem.
Yeah. So that's only my gripe with it. Other than that, I enjoyed the lengthy trailer. It showed a lot of different stuff within that movie, and it actually got me more excited, and I already wanted to see the movie.
Well, also keep in mind, there's a strong possibility, right, that none of
won't be
those
in there.
scenes will even be in the movie. Like,
Yeah,
It is very true.
Very true. And it'll be negative because DC did it, but when Marvel does it, it's cool. It's cool. It's
Well,
fine.
no one
the
notices.
Squad didn't feel that way. Like,
Yeah, we saw through it.
yeah. You ever think about just changing our name to The Squad?
Just the Squad?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty
no,
cool.
because it sounds cool, but I'm sure 40 other places or things or teams have done
Squad.
that. Are
We should-
using the Squad
Or the Game Squad, maybe. I don't know. We should think about it. I don't know. Just a random
Geek
thought.
Squad.
That works. What's your worst
Rebrand.
news?
My worst news is the fighting robot known as Mega Man is going to be getting a live action movie. Like, yeah, I guess you haven't heard the news when you're making that sour face.
No, I didn't hear this.
I mean, we already know what the new Mega Man cartoon looks like. That doesn't look very aesthetically pleasing at all.
You know, he has a mini Mega. I think that's what it calls. He has like a little Mega Man in his head that pops out of his head and talks to him. I'm dead serious.
Is this the truth?
This is the truth. I'm speaking mega truth to you about Mega Man.
To see this. Keep talking. I'm gonna.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, the new cartoon Mega Man thing.
Yeah, that I'm not really pleased.
I believe look for Mega Me.
Okay.
Yeah, pun on puns. No, I am not really looking forward to this. A live action Mega Man movie. I don't know. I mean, then you'd have to find out, like, so in this case, is Mega Man like a boy? Is he a young teen? How are they going to do that in a real world scenario? Like, we already questioned the Sonic movie. Sonic's going to be CG, but humans are not.
I'll go with that.
But they haven't said anything about this, but I see just a full 100% live action Mega Man with, I don't know, are we talking just what look like real action robots? Is this going to be real steel?
Think about this, though. Okay, so it starts off Mega Man movie, right? Live action, all that. We get to a point where the story and time progresses, and now we dip into Mega Man X.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Mega Man X movies.
I don't think the saga is going to last enough to get to an X. They have to get through 6 games.
Okay, I don't think they're going to do... they'll probably mix 3 games in one movie or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Okay. And I'm a huge Mega. You guys know how much I love Mega Man. I'm not excited for this at all.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a Mega fan.
Time to vote.
All right. Worse.
That was a good pun, by the way. Mega fan.
Thank you.
Good job.
Oh, he gave you a compliment on one of your puns.
That was a good one.
And when it's warranted.
It's 1 out of 10.
I'll throw them out when they're warranted.
All right. So vote for the worst. Can't vote for your own.
Can't vote for your own. That's right. So worst news. You had the Mega Man thing, and then you had the
Aquaman trailer.
You weren't supposed to give it away that quick.
Which was funny because it seemed like you actually liked the fact it was 5 minutes. Oh no, you didn't like the fact that people were complaining about it being 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm with them. I don't like this, so I vote for Joshua's thing. I don't like the Mega Man.
Fair enough. Because you agree with.
I agree with those people that are hating on the 5 minute trailer.
Okay.
So he doesn't agree with you, so you don't get the vote.
No, I got it. I follow. Okay, so me, let's see, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I'm a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, but they literally just put 2 discs in one case and they're selling it again. So I'm gonna have to go with the Kingdom Hearts one. Okay, that's cool. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, point for me.
Yeah, I mean, for me, people can be mad about a 5-minute trailer. It's not the end of the world. But re-releasing a game again and again and again and again and again.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I vote for Johnny.
Yay! I don't often win these, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you're the biggest loser.
Yeah, I'll take it. All right, time for best news of the week.
Okay.
Best news of the week for me, we got the announcement from DC that they are going to have a whopping 26 episodes for Teen Titans. That's amazing. It's coming this January. They'll have 3 episodes per week.
The new Titans show?
I'm sorry, not Teen Titans. I apologize. Young Justice.
Young Justice
is getting there we go. 26 episodes.
For season 3?
For season 3. That will be blocked into 2 like half seasons, so 13. They're releasing them as they smartly should for reasons, and we can get into that later perhaps, in 3 episode blocks, 3 per week, beginning in January.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a lot of episodes, man.
I mean, we're 3 months away, and we've been waiting how many years?
Yeah, 26 episodes is a chunk. It's a good chunk.
It's a big season.
Yeah, you don't get those anymore. You get 10 episode
10,
seasons.
12.
Yep.
So
that's how it. But maybe they know what they got here. Maybe Warner Brothers is like, we got something special. Let's do it.
Yeah. Plus, they needed to have an anchor, right, for their DC subscription service. Because what else did they have?
Yeah. Very true.
Titans.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Speaking of Titans, I don't want to get off topic because we're already behind. Already behind. But
we have fun.
Yeah, we do. Someone called Starfire a Comic-Con, like what do you call it?
A thought?
No. What did they say?
So
a Comic-Con cosplay, a cheap Comic-Con cosplay, and they're so on the money. Like that's what it looks like. It just looks like, black chick cosplaying as crappy Starfire.
But she didn't do a good job.
She didn't do a good job.
She put it together.
If you're listening to this, all 3 of us are black, so you can't be mad that I said black, cosplayer. So there you go. Because it does look like that. What are you gonna do? All right, that's it. Go ahead.
He's the Sinbad of the bunch.
So So for me, my best news I've heard, there will be a season 2 coming in 2019 for the Dragon Prince. Kind of, it just came out. I really like the show, and I was really hoping it would get a second season. So I'm happy to hear that.
Old news. This is old news.
Is it?
Yes,
Is
we've
it?
known about this for a while.
A week?
Oh,
No, it like pretty much once the first season was aired, like we knew. But that's fine. It is exciting.
It got a lot of high praise, so I'm glad to hear that they're continuing. I need to know what the hell's gonna happen with Rayla and the Dragon Prince, and is everything going to be okay? Are they going to make it? I don't know. I'll have to wait to find out. 2019.
Yep.
Okay. So my news, it's not really good news for me. It's good news for the people.
Okay. All right.
So it is rumored that Sony is going to finally allow PlayStation users to change their PSN name after however long the PS3 has been out. I think that's a cool thing. I think that's something that should have been implemented a long time ago. It's what's going to stink is you're probably going to have to pay 10, 15, 20 bucks to change your name. But if you feel it's worth it because you picked a stupid name like, Be High all the time.
420X Blaze It.
Yeah.
XX.
Yep. You can finally change that name because you grew out of that phase. You're an adult now.
Hey Jim, can you follow these account numbers for me? Okay, great. Oh yeah, and by the way, you want to play some Fortnite? What's your tag? 420X Blaze It. What?
I don't have
Talk to
PSN.
Hillary tomorrow. Go get a drug screening, okay? Damn.
Guess I have a lot of time to play Fortnite.
All right. It's time for the vote.
Yep.
So you had. I always forget.
I literally just said it.
You can change your name.
Oh yeah,
PSN.
the change of the name thing.
We're gonna have to put like a little bubble wrap above
like a
you.
goldfish.
And then you had the thing with the Dragon Prince.
Yes.
The Dragon Prince. Even though it's old news, that's freaking awesome. It is a really good show. I highly suggest you watch it if you haven't. If you enjoy any sort of animated shows.
Netflix, what, 9 episodes? 9, 10?
I think there's 9 or 10.
It's a short one.
It's not very long.
As we had just said, seasons these days.
Yeah, exactly. But if you were a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aaron Hazaz is one of the writers for Avatar. He is the writer for this show. So yeah, that's my vote.
All right. PSN.
Mm-hmm.
Young Justice.
Young Justice.
I've got to go Young Justice.
Yeah, dog.
It's Young Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my vote goes that way too. Much excitement.
Ooh. 2 for 2, Johnny.
I took both of them, baby.
I didn't know that news. I didn't read that news. So
I didn't either of that. You bring it to you. Heard it here, maybe first, possibly.
You heard it here second after I read it on the internet somewhere else.
At least.
you should give credit where credit was due.
Yeah, well, that's best and worst news of the week. Shoot us some comments, hit us up with some tweets or some emails. Let us know what you think the best or the worst news was for the previous week or the upcoming week. We'd love to get your opinions and chat it up with you. You can reach us on Twitter at Super Co-op Squad. You can reach us by email, contact@scspodcast.net. And you can also reach us, if you're watching on YouTube, just, put something in the comments.
You
down
reached
there.
us.
Yeah, you're already here. Cool. Let's move on. All right, it's time for fan favorites. So every week we pick 3 rapid fire questions and each host answers to find where we stand opposed and united in our fandom. So you play along as well, find out where you stand in fan favorites. All right, it's my week.
Yes, sir. What do you got for us?
We've always had a lot of fun with these. I always enjoy coming with something kooky, quirky, different. But sometimes it's just, you bring it back to just normal life stuff. And, both of you guys are, not necessarily all of you guys are single, but, you guys all live by yourselves, and sometimes that's hard. You got a lot of things going on and money, and you're paying $1,800 for a hovel of a hut, a 4x4 room in California. It might help if you had somebody there to help pay the bills.
Oh boy.
So this is you gotta pick a roommate. It's come down to 2 finalists. You got 2 people that you've interviewed, and you gotta pick one. Pick your roommate.
Okay.
All right.
Is that how we find roommates? We interview them. Is that how we do it now?
I mean,
we don't just find someone that we know.
Are you just grabbing someone off the street and just hoping you don't get gutted that night?
Well, I was gonna ask you, but now that you said that, I don't know.
Hey man, wielding bloody knife. You want to come room with me?
What's your
You
name?
look cool. Get in.
Mike Myers.
All right, here we go. Number 1, Bowser or Ganondorf?
Ooh. I'm gonna go Bowser.
Bowser.
Bowser. Patrick Star or Squidward?
Squidward.
Squidward.
Squidward. Roseanne Barr or Fran Drescher, aka the nanny?
Oh, you don't need to AK. I know damn well Fran Drescher. It's Fran Drescher.
Fran.
Fran Drescher.
That's it. We got all 100%.
That doesn't happen often.
I don't think it's ever happened.
Okay, let's break this down. Bowser or Ganon?
All right, Ganon, the evil king, evil Gerudo king. I'm not looking for him to take over my apartment.
Right? Or not pay rent. Like, he'd just take over, eat all your food.
Yep.
He'd be a bad host.
He seems like that guy.
At least Bowser seems to have some manners.
He's a king.
Ganon's gonna set up like enemies and traps, and like you're gonna have to find your key in a chest somewhere because you locked your door.
Oh, good. I can lock up now.
Plus, the thing you don't want is the roommate who's gonna fight. Like, you don't want to have to like literally physically fight. And the first time, like, you turn the air conditioner on too low, or like, you eat some of his like nachos or like his string cheese, he's gonna be all up and beating that ass.
Gerudo punch.
So
Yeah.
You know why I chose Bowser?
Because you're hoping to get a super crown?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because probably don't have to worry about that. He probably just lounges around the house. If it's cold, he could just spit fire, heat some things up. And also, I'm pretty sure he's going to kidnap Peach and bring her back to the apartment.
give you a $10 bill. Go see a movie. Joshua.
One thing to
Sweet.
consider, though, is he probably doesn't have great hygiene. He's a disgusting, big, giant, fat...
He's a turtle.
Turtle monster. Mutation. He probably smells horrible, and you don't want a stinky person in your apartment. Like, if they don't have good hygiene, it's a problem.
The Ganondorf skin is literally green.
That's fair.
That's got to come from something.
Right. Who knows?
I mean, he lives in a desert. He's probably sweating all the time when he's not in the castle.
Yeah, not doing it.
He's a beast as well, so yeah.
That's true. All right, next one. Patrick Star or Squidward?
No. I am not going to be in any type of secluded area or a small vicinity with Patrick Star. I cannot deal with that.
Yeah, he's just an idiot. Like,
too dumb.
Yeah. He would break your stuff. Like, you have your PS4 laid out. Garrett, if you guys don't know, has a very nice setup with some of his collectible figurines. It's a great looking display in his living room. I could just see that you come home and this just shattered into pieces. And Patrick's literally on the ground doing like a star. Doing a glass angel.
It's a giraffe.
So, yeah.
If you leave Squidward alone, you're fine.
He'll leave you alone.
Exactly.
You don't bug him, he don't bug you.
Honestly, the older I get, the more I relate to Squidward. Dude just wants to be left alone. He plays his clarinet.
That's a problem.
Every now and then.
A lot. And he is horrible. So that would be the one thing I'd have to learn how to deal with.
Yeah.
Just put in your beats, man. You're fine.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
But that's it. But other than that, you leave him alone, he'll leave you alone.
Yeah, he wants nothing to do with it.
He's like us. He goes to work and just doesn't want to be there. Just can't wait to go home.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, last one. Roseanne Barr or Fran Drescher?
All right, now I'm a fan of Roseanne Barr. Like, fun times. And she will give it to you straight. She'll be real all the time. There's no hidden anything with her. Fran's kind of hot, though. I'm gonna be real. Fran Drescher's hot. You heard it here first.
You got a hot nanny as a roommate?
First from only you in the world. She's I wouldn't say that, but I'd say she's not a loudmouth, know-it-all, annoying.
She literally had the show because she's a loudmouth.
Okay. In comparison to Roseanne, she's less of a loudmouth.
Roseanne is just
So that's the only reason I chose that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So cool. All right. Well, that is
she's a pretty darn good nanny.
I don't think so, actually. I'm pretty sure she was a bad nanny.
Did she ever do nanny duties in that show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She took care of Mr. Sheffield.
That's not the same. That's fan favorites, guys. Next week, Garrett, you got fan favorite duties, so be ready.
Yes, sir.
Duty.
All right. It's time for our core topic. So every week we'll talk about just one main thing for 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe less.
Maybe more.
Probably more. We'll see. And just go over our opinions. And this week, as we're now in the beginning of October, the biggest games either have released or are going to. And, it's time to put your money where your mouth is and choose the games that you're going to pick up, that you're going to play, that you're going to spend your $65 on and enjoy or not. So this is going to be each of our top 3 games of the holiday and what we're going to play or what we're going to buy.
There's an asterisk that you can't see that says we can't say Super Smash Bros.
Right. So obviously, longtime listeners, you know that probably the most anticipated game for us, if not the world, is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, coming for the Nintendo Switch, December. There you go. Good job, guys. December 7th. Yeah.
Hopefully,
right? Oh my gosh, please.
If it gets pushed back,
release Smash or we riot.
Sakurai's like, I don't care.
Yeah, hopefully it comes out. But yeah, that's obviously going to be on each of our lists. So that's probably number 1. We know that we're acknowledging it, but in order to talk about some other games, we just decided to put that to the back burner, just because it's obviously for us going to be on there.
Okay, it's a top 4 for us, but you already know the first.
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
There we go.
All right, so in no particular order, I suppose. Probably we have some similar lists. One of the games that I am most looking forward to is Red Dead Redemption 2.
There we go. Check mark that off everyone's list, except maybe Joshua.
I'll check mark that off of the games I don't want to play.
Wow.
Well, he didn't play it. The first one, I mean.
Jerk.
Yeah, this game just looks awesome. I mean, not the fact that Red Dead Redemption 1 was a really great Xbox 360 PS3 era title. We don't get very many games from Rockstar. Rockstar, of course, makes Grand Theft Auto, and when they make games, they go on a whole hog.
Oh, yeah.
And Red Dead Redemption 2 was the only other franchise they've ever had a sequel to, if I'm not mistaken. They have
Midnight Club.
I mean, I guess sure, yeah, right. But yeah, they haven't had a Bully remake. They have a secondary sequel.
Not yet.
Rockstar Table Tennis.
Yeah, that's been missing we've been asking for that for years. L.A. Noire. So this is only the second This is only a second game from them that has had a sequel. That alone means a lot to me. That means they're going to take what they did, which was already pretty close to perfection, and expand upon it.
Which is crazy to think of.
Right.
It's always one of those things where a new system comes out, new generation. You're like, these graphics can't possibly get any better.
Right.
We're saying this back in PS1 days,
Yeah, true.
So how can they possibly make Red Dead better?
Right.
They sure as hell found a way.
Yeah, and I don't want to take too much up because I know you're going to want to talk about it a little bit. But the story, like Rockstar has done a great job of incorporating pretty good stories into their titles. Now, I mean, you choose not to play them most of the time. You just run around shooting people, but you can. And so I'm excited to see what that's going to be like.
Yeah, I will piggyback right off you. Also on my list, Red Dead Redemption 2. Coming out October 26th. So a couple, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, that was close.
2.5, yeah.
But yes, the amount of detail and world building that Rockstar does in their games is what pulls me the most. For instance, sure, you can go around, free roaming, just killing guys or whoever you want. Just know that they had a family, and at some point down that line, you might get a visit from, the now widowed and, I don't want to say orphaned because, mom's still there. But unless you killed the mom, and the dad's going to come get you. Point is,
people come.
Yeah, you can set a bounty on yourself, pretty much, and just NPCs will hunt you down. So just the amount of detail that they put in that. Plus, I mean, horse balls shriveling up, so that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's the coolest feature in the game, right? No.
All right, what's one of yours, Joshua, since Red Dead wasn't one?
I'm probably going to pick up Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
And I haven't played Assassin's Creed since the first one, so that...
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't play the second one, which I'm told is one of the maybe best ones for a lot of people. Next up, maybe Black Flag, Pirates. So, I do like, Spartan lore and a few other things in that era. But just from what I've seen, it looks like a really good game. The world setting looks awesome. And I think they're going to be doing a little bit different things. I mean, we had Origins last year, which I didn't play, but I saw and liked a lot of the changes that were implemented in there. And it looks like they're taking that and adding some more layers to it. Plus you have a different protagonist, which changes a little bit, but not by much, but just the game looks awesome. And it's got pretty decent reviews. Actually, I think it got really good reviews, a lot of 9+. So I'm looking forward to playing that one.
Nice. Very nice. Cool. All right. I'm going to go and I'm going to take a game that probably haven't even heard about. And you might want to look it up on your devices there. I wanted to purposely not let you guys know about this. Garrett asked about it earlier. It's a game called Gris. This is you're aware of it. Perfect. This is a side-scrolling platformer. that is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
I was ready.
I believe it's coming, I want to say, there we go, December of this year. It is by Nomada Studio, so it's an independent studio.
Developer, maybe.
Yeah, that is one. That's correct. And yeah, it just looks beautiful. I mean, gorgeous graphics. If you like games like Hollow Knight, which had great, beautiful graphics, it's got a similar aesthetic, or even Limbo, although this is not black and white, but it has that same thing where the color is really saturated. It just looks great. Now, the thing about this, it's not going to be a traditional platformer where you can die or there's a lot of challenge. It's more about the exploration, much like a game called Journey on the PS3 a while back, where, you know, it really wasn't about dying or winning. It was about literally the journey, you know, you getting to your endpoint and the thing to experience within that. And there's not a lot of games that can be so bold as to do that. And if they do it, don't do it well.
He said, dude.
I did. So Gris, I would highly look it up. I would highly suggest looking it up, checking it out. I am definitely going to pick this game up just because it looks beautiful. I enjoy games that are platformers like this. So this is up my alley completely.
Sweet. I will go ahead and talk about my next one, which may not be a surprise. Spyro Reignited.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to seeing my favorite purple dragon again and going through his first 3 adventures and gorgeous graphics and just playing it on the PS4.
Nice.
It'll be available on the PS4, the Xbox One, and no, just those 2. I thought maybe Switch, but no. But I'll be playing on the PS4 because for me, that's where Spyro belongs.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
Yeah, so I mean, nothing really new or exciting. Just if you played the Spyro games before, he's back doing the same thing though.
But looks better.
But looks way better.
Yeah,
A lot better.
What do you got, Joshua?
So I've been having this cringe to play puzzle games.
As you are known to do.
Yep. So I am looking forward to Tetris Effect, which is scheduled to come out beginning of November 9th. Have you guys seen some gameplay demos on Tetris Effect?
Yes, sir.
No, I've not been too up to date on my Tetris.
So have you heard about the VR Tetris game that was announced at E3?
No, but that sounds crazy.
Yeah, and there's going to be a non-VR version, which is pretty much immersing you with this crazy different backdrops and effects. I think it's one of the same developers or producers that did Rez.
Okay.
Kind of like that high-end visual aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's going to be similar to that. And they're adding a duodecatrice, which is like there's an ability where you gain this meter and you can actually freeze time, and then you can try to get 16 Tetrises within this elapsed time frame.
Jeez.
Which you can, the most you can do, I guess, to get like the highest score. So I'm intrigued to try to build my skills to do that. But I'm looking forward to a new puzzle game, and I don't play Candy Crush and some of the old basic stuff anymore. So really looking forward to Tetris, because Tetris is a great game, and my favorite puzzle game is Tetris Attack.
There you go.
So I'm hoping they bring something like that back, or a new version of Pokemon Puzzle League or something. But this is going to time me over, so got a month.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
Very cool.
Coming off to, I think, all the consoles.
Yeah, sweet. Is
What are you going to get it for? Sorry.
It's all right.
If it's going to release same day Xbox, I'll do Xbox for sure. If not, then I'll do PlayStation. I'll do PlayStation over Switch.
Okay.
Because I don't see myself taking my Switch to work or anywhere else.
Gotcha.
So.
Is it going to have like battle modes? Like I can battle you? And like
They haven't really said. I wouldn't imagine. If they don't have it, it's dumb. If you don't have any type of online competitiveness or some type of skill level,
hear that?
Competition.
You're dumb if you don't put it in Nintendo.
I didn't say they were.
or whoever's making it.
I didn't say they were dumb. I said it will be dumb if they don't.
Cool. All right. Last games. My last one, as you probably can imagine.
Smash Brothers.
No, we already said.
Sorry.
It's Smash Brothers. I'm just It's a Fallout 76. But the thing is, I'm really afraid. Like really afraid.
Don't piss people off. You'll be fine.
Well, I like the Fallout games. I actually really they're I don't know. It's hard to say, but it's probably within my top 5 like franchise. Probably, definitely top 10. Their games have been great. Fallout 3 was great. Fallout 4 was great. I need to go back and play like the old like Fallout Tactics and such.
1 and 2.
Yeah, A lot of cooperative gameplay. You know, it's going to have competitive gameplay. You know, a shared, you know, kind of world with other people. And when I look back at Elder Scrolls Online, and for me, the mediocrity that it had, although it was fun, it really didn't shine like Elder Scrolls, you know, Oblivion or Skyrim. I can't help but Six is also going to be in that same vein where it's fun, but not quite a Fallout game, you know? But I'm still anticipating this just to get my Fallout kind of itch scratched. So we'll see.
All right. I'm also looking forward to 76. It's not the last game, but I do have interest for it. So for me, my third game is Diablo 3.
Really?
Coming to the Switch.
Wow, I never would have guessed that.
I'm excited. I would love to bring that game on the go. You know, just going anywhere, playing, and then other people who have the game also link up and play. Plus Ganondorf, was it Wings? I think, or I don't even remember the special pre-order, or not pre-order, special item that you get.
You know, the thing about pre-order bonuses or some type of add-ons, most of the time you're not going to use that for the majority of the game.
I think it depends. I think it definitely depends on what it is. Because if it's like Angel Wings or something like that, and they look cool, I'm gonna rock those the entire game.
Not if you get a Nintendo Switch T-shirt that gives you 0 defense the whole game.
Usually it's just cosmetic.
Yeah.
But Diablo 3 on the go, I think would be a lot of fun. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
That's really interesting. I never would have guessed that.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Plus, it kind of reminds me of back in the old PSP days. Aren't you guys with me?
Okay.
There was a game called Untold Legends.
Yeah, Dark Kingdom.
That was pretty damn fun. And then the PSP died. So
At this point now, though, Diablo 4 has got to come, right? Like, there's nowhere else. There's no other place for Diablo 3 to go. Aw, crap. Phones.
Mobile.
Phones.
Yeah.
It's coming. That's it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Untold was a launch title on PS3.
It was.
Yeah, the Dark Kingdom was a PS3 title.
but yeah, I think rumors are saying BlizzCon may have some news about a certain fourth installment.
Let's hope so.
What if it's not a fourth installment? What if it's another expansion?
I'm
Based on
also
the third
also
game?
good with
You
that.
okay with that?
Yep, that's new content. Like, it's fine.
I mean, I don't know if you were like, why can't you just do a new game if
New
you're just going to give me new
class.
content?
That's fine.
New area. Yeah, that's my third pick. Diablo 3.
Okay. My third pick is going to be a game that's getting a third installment, and I have not played the previous two.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
Nope. That game's already out, Garrett. No, Darksiders 3.
You haven't played the other two.
I have not played Darksiders 1 and 2.
So you're just going to jump straight into 3.
I might.
Okay.
I mean, I was looking through Game Pass the other day, and I'm like, Darksiders 1 and 2, I really want to play those.
Actually
and
pretty good.
played a different game instead.
Fair.
But no, it looks good. It's always interesting when you're playing a new character in a already known series. And just off the gameplay trailer that they showed off just in the last week, they're changing a few things, and I just like how it looks. I like more of that cartoony, not necessarily cel shaded, but also not truly realistic. So it piqued my interest. My brother's a huge Darksiders fan. He's been telling me to get this game on for a long time.
I will second that.
I mean, I keep puzzles and Zelda-like action adventure.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I got to get on.
Mark Hamill's in it.
No, I mean, that doesn't make me want to play the game more, but
Some people.
Is it confirmed he'll be in 3?
I don't know, because I haven't played the second one yet. And so if his character is in the second one, then
odds
most
are.
likely it'll be in the third.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, that's our most anticipated games that we'll be picking up sometime when we get monies, I suppose.
when we get time.
These are all the games we'll be playing before Smash Brothers comes out.
And then those all go in a drawer. Or,
Yep.
Or to GameStop.
Yep.
They don't even go in a drawer. They just sit on the top.
Yeah,
we don't even
like
put them away.
But let us know, what games are you interested in? What's the number one game that you want to play? What's a game that you're just for sure going to pass? Like, it's not seeing the light of day in your console. Let us know. Email us, tweet at us, leave some comments. However you're listening, we'd love to hear your ideas, your opinions. All right, it's time for gamer trivia.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's always fun part. Each week, 2 of the hosts, today, that's myself and Joshua Gerard over there, go head to head in a best of 3 trivia contest. The winner stays and plays again for next week. The loser makes next week's trivia. So play along and find out just how much knowledge you have in gamer trivia. All right, Garrett, what do you got for us?
All right, so
It's probably more Disney.
it is one of my favorite things to do. But no, not this time.
Okay.
There was a comic book movie that came out fairly recently about a beloved
Venom.
anti-hero
Deadpool.
killer. It's Venom.
Blade.
We're doing Venom trivia. So this is just trivia about the character.
Okay.
Not so much the movie or anything particular.
You can put the hood on while you're doing it?
No.
You're not going to do like you did with the Pirates trivia?
Moving on.
No, for shame.
So, question number 1. In which comic did Venom first appear? A. The Amazing Spider-Man number 252. B. The Amazing Spider-Man number 300. C. Venom Lethal Protector number 1. Or D. Marvel Mysteries number 3. In which comic did Venom first appear?
You love these type of questions.
I don't.
There's no chance for you to know
There isn't.
unless you actually know.
What were the numbers again? The options?
So A, Amazing Spider-Man 252. B, Amazing Spider-Man 300. C, Venom Lethal Protector number 1. Or D, Marvel Mysteries number 3. And I do have Joshua's answer. And I have Johnny's answer. Joshua, you answered B, The Amazing Spider-Man number 300. Johnny, you answered A, The Amazing Spider-Man number 252. The correct answer is B,
Yay.
The Amazing Spider-Man number 300.
Interesting.
So, bit of a slight little fun fact. The symbiotes do make an appearance, actually, in Spider-Man 252, but not Venom, specifically.
Okay.
So, I mean,
It's fine.
you were there.
Let's go.
Okay. So that's 1 for Joshua, 0 for Johnny so far. But there's still time. B. Oh, well, wow.
Yeah, it was the right answer.
Question
right?
number 2. Why does Venom have a spider symbol on his chest? A. He wears it to taunt Spider-Man. B. He tries to frame Spider-Man for all his crimes. C. He still has a strong connection to Spider-Man. Or D. Because comic books. Why does Venom have a spider symbol on his chest? I have Joshua's answer, and I have Johnny's answer. You have both answered D, because comic books. The correct answer is C. He still has a strong connection to Spider-Man.
Dang.
So, yeah, he
I should
first
know that.
fuses with him, and he really liked being with Peter Parker. So he kind of has always just kind of imitated and stuck
Kept
with that. Yeah.
Okay.
But comic books, I mean, not that, yeah. Fun fact, David Michelinie created Venom alongside another person. So he and someone else worked together to create Venom. That other person is Todd McFarlane, who later on created Image Comics as well as another popular anti-hero, Spawn. That's pretty cool. He made Venom.
Todd McFarlane didn't make Image all by himself, though. A lot
No.
of people had their hand in that.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's the
tied to
name
it.
behind it, yeah.
He's part of it.
But do you know any
Quit
other
busting the host
names?
balls,
Yes.
Johnny.
Robert Kirkman.
Okay. And
There's many others. I don't get to go into all of them. Like,
You could do that when he does trivia. Or you.
you tell him host.
sorry, Pat.
All right, so we have 1-0 still in Joshua's favor. Question number 3. The symbiotes crave... All right,
Symbiotes.
give me a chance here. They crave phenethylamine. Phenyl... It's a chemical, which is found in human brains. Luckily, Eddie Brock figured out that the chemical can also be found in this. A. Rubber. B. Chocolate. C. Beer. Or D. Sweat. Where does this chemical phenylethamine also reside?
Enemy.
See an enemy.
Anemone.
Okay, I have both your answers. Joshua, you said B, chocolate.
Chocolate.
Johnny, you said C, beer. The correct answer is B, chocolate.
Yes. You want to know how I guessed that?
How did you guess that?
They mentioned it in the movies.
Did they?
Well, one of the things that, I'll tell you later. Never mind.
Was it in the liquor store?
No, Venom's like, I want food. And he's like, yeah, this, yeah, chocolate. So
Okay.
I thought that was a tie.
So it's a little tie. Okay. I see.
It might not be, but
Maybe.
that was my guess.
Okay. So that is correct for Joshua, incorrect for Johnny. 2 for Joshua, 0 for Johnny. But it's not over yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the bonus question, the salty sudden death. Here you may bet as many points as you have. You get the question right, you get that many points. You get the question wrong, you lose that many points. However, getting the question correct nets you an additional 2 points.
10 points? We doing
I'm
this?
doing hardball, guys.
Damn.
Nets you an additional 2 points.
I was like, wow, he's really 10 points.
All right, I have both your bets, gentlemen. The bonus question. What is the reason why Eddie and Venom bond so well?
A few minutes later.
All right, I have your answers. Joshua, you sent an emoji of a guy going,
No, that was after I gave my answer.
But before that, you did give the answer.
You gotta do it in the correct order.
No, that's fine. You're this way. But you also gave the answer. They crave what each other's strengths are. Johnny, you put they both hate Spider-Man / Peter Parker. The correct answer. They both hate Spider-Man and Peter Parker. So that is a shared connection that they have and why their bond is so strong. So now for the points. I'm not going to do it. Both of y'all bet no points. John, you didn't have any. Joshua, you weren't going to bet any.
No, I'm not that crazy.
So we are now at a tie game.
Right.
Johnny, you got 2 points for getting the question right. Joshua, you still got 2 points.
That's right.
So now we're moving on to the second question.
Yep.
Which I guess, how am I going to do this? You guys going to bet points again? Just whoever gets it right?
I don't know.
Whoever
Drew
gets
Carey.
it-
You're the host.
That's fair.
Points don't matter, right?
All right, points don't matter. We're playing props.
Okay.
All right. I'll just send the question and we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys, I'll say the question, ask the question, and we'll see what happens. What are symbiotes weak to?
Is this a one-word answer or a...
How many words I don't know how many words it needs to be, man. You can't just give you the answer. Peanut.
A few minutes later.
I have Johnny's answer. He's nodding, smiling, feeling confident about his answer. Will it be enough?
You didn't specify if it was one specific answer or you can give multiple answers.
I also have Joshua's answer. A little less confident, but I mean, he feels good. It's a hunch.
Pointing out the obvious.
Johnny, you answered. Sonic sounds, vibrations, and fire. Okay, all right, nice. Joshua, you answered. High frequency sounds and fire.
Can I give you a third answer too?
Poles banging against each other. Fair enough. Gentlemen, those are both correct. So far we're still at a tie game here.
Wait. I answered one extra one.
You did, but I mean...
That's correct. He only answered 2 that were correct.
I was just looking for one.
That's
Yeah.
why I asked the question.
All
Alright,
fine.
here we go. I got this.
So my
I got
question
you.
was a valid one. Go ahead.
I got you this time.
Oh,
I got you this time. Besides Venom, name 2 other symbiotes.
is fair.
This is fair because for a fact they said it in the movie.
A few minutes later.
I don't need your extra stuff, sir. Just your answer will do.
But it's funny though.
Oh, is that one? Okay.
Those were all three correct for certain. No question.
I know. Okay. So Joshua, you gave the answers Carnage and Riot. That is correct.
Because they said it in the movie.
Because they said it in the movie. Those are the only other two. No, there was another one. There were two more.
Yeah, there was 4.
Okay. Johnny, you said Anti-Venom, Toxin, and Carnage. Those are also correct. Because I know for a fact those ones are.
Yeah, we ran out of questions.
One frozen wasteland later.
Okay, all right. You guys have kind of stuck in there through the long haul. This Venom trivia made me have to think of some more questions. So let's move on to the next one. True or false? That's right, we're there. There was a she-Venom. True or false?
Are you saying her actual name was She-Venom?
Or there was like a female version
loosely
of this.
term,
Okay.
let's go female Venom. There was a female Venom. Johnny's answer? Joshua's answer. Moving on. They both answered true. Correct answer is true.
Yes.
It was Anne Wayne, which was Eddie Brock's ex-wife. Which was actually... never mind, we'll talk about that later. Moving on. In the 90s cartoon, Mark Hamill voiced Venom. True or false?
I mean, this is the kind of thing that just...
It's still Venom trivia. He could still out-Venom you.
Just like I out Aladdin. You out Aladdin?
He did not allow.
I did not out-Aladdin him.
Thank you. That
I
means
did
a lot.
out-Robin Williams him.
That means a lot that you said that.
I have Johnny's answer. I have Joshua's answer. Can one of you guys just pick a different answer? We both have false. They both answered false. Mark Hamill did not voice Venom in the 90s cartoon. That is true that he did not.
The correct answer is false.
It was Hank Azaria who voices Mo, Barney, half the Simpsons cast.
Yeah.
I was like the dinosaur Barney?
Yes, the dinosaur.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Anyway,
Do we need more time?
no.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I got this, guys. Okay.
I can go back to playing Smash again.
You
That's
said
cool.
this several times now.
All right, no more texting. Name another host of Venom
Peter Parker.
besides Peter Parker.
Come on, bro. That's not fair. You said name another. I gave you another. Wolverine. James Logan. He had a symbiote.
Got anything for me?
Is that a true answer?
Do you got anything for me?
Maybe?
All right, let me hear it.
Carnage?
All right, we have different answers. Yeah.
Mary Jane?
No. The correct answer. You did, Johnny. You got the Venom. You got it. Good job, guys.
You didn't say if the answer was right or wrong. I felt that was a
The answer
biased
is-
question
the
because
answer-
you know Johnny knows more Venom stuff than I
I thought
do.
you at least would have got Flash Thompson or something.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck
I
is
left it out there
who the
for him.
fuck is Flash Thompson?
Okay, there we go.
He becomes Venom.
I don't know that.
He becomes anti-Venom.
Clearly, I didn't know that.
Clearly you didn't. That
Biased
makes Johnny the
question.
winner of Venom Trivia.
I'll take it.
Like, how long do you want to go, Joshua? I'm sorry. Do you want to go
Till I
another
win.
hour?
Till I win.
Well, you didn't.
I tried my best to make it as even as possible. I made it too damn even.
You don't deserve to wear that
I've done
jacket.
what's almost undoable. I won with 0 points going into the salty set. It's
That's-
so hard to win that way because you have to get the answer correct. They
Yeah,
have to get
yeah.
it wrong.
Chandler did it. He was the first.
I think you're right, actually.
No, that was me actually. I won. It was 360 trivia, and I won with 0 points because then we went around the table naming Xbox exclusives.
That's right.
Oh, so it was
That's
you,
right.
not Chandler?
During Chandler's reign,
okay.
though.
Yeah.
Chandler was here at the table.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, I won.
Venom
I'm
Trivia.
winning a lot today. It's a good day.
Joshua, I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So depressed about it.
All right, it's time for our video game spotlight. So every week on this part of the show, we'll discuss one video game. Could be classic, legacy, retro,
Or
niche, cult classic, whatever. New game, doesn't matter. We'll discuss it, the merits of it, what we liked, what we didn't like, and break it down. This week, it was Garrett's pick.
Hi. Yes, and we're discussing a modern game this time.
Yeah, more venomish.
No, actually, no.
There's barely any venom in it. I think it's mentioned kind of one time, sort of, and that's
one
it.
time, sort of.
Shared universe.
We're talking Marvel's Spider-Man for the PS4. Came out September 7th, 2008.
Exactly 30 days ago. Yeah, it's been a month. Doesn't feel like a month.
No, it doesn't. But I mean,
our developer.
That would be Insomniac, developer. They've done some great games so far. They got their hands on the Spider-Man IP to make a Spider-Man game, and damn, did they do a good job. This game is the fastest-selling PS4 exclusive. I think within a certain amount of time, though, or something like that. It sold more than God of War. It sold more than
Horizon.
Well, that's surprising, too. So it's doing damn good. So what are your thoughts on Spider-Man as much as you've played?
Well, granted, I've played maybe through several missions and maybe about 8 to 10 hours. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Coming from, someone that didn't play the old Spider-Man games from the PlayStation 2. I hear nothing but web slinging action in the older games, and that's what you primarily do in this game. And it's a lot of fun to do it. Just swinging around New York City and doing it in a way where it doesn't feel like there's a learning curve where you have to do it a certain way. Like there's a way to be proficiently good at it, a way to get zippity zips across the city, but it's a fun game. The characters are fun. The enemies are cool. And I think just how the game is set up, it really, really feeds on what we know or what I know as Spider-Man. And it really takes that and positions it into a new area and a new storyline. So I really enjoyed that.
Johnny, you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I think they took a lot of what worked in previous Spider-Man games. They definitely took a lot of what worked for the Batman Arkham series, then molded that together to tell, I don't want to say a great story, but a Spider-Man story that can be true to form that was enjoyable. There's a lot of good in there, a few bad, but overall it was a darn good game, and it's one of the better games that I think you can play on the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch era. And it's funny to say this, but Sony has made 3, maybe 4 of those best top games of this era in this year alone.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So Spider-Man's a good game.
Yeah, just a few thoughts. For me, I really enjoyed it. I think I might be the only one that beat it so far.
Yes, you are.
We'll get into that later. You mentioned something about the story, Johnny. I want to expand on that later. But as far as gameplay, the swinging, it's easy to understand. For me, it wasn't that difficult to master, kind of thing. It's timing all in your jump. At the end of your swing, if you want to go higher, you hit the release button. If you want to go faster, you do it in the middle. That's pretty much all you need. The combat in the game is really fun. There's so many things you can do that are so Spider-esque. And just using your gadgets, your webbing, web grenades. You have Spider-Bot is also pretty cool. Shockwebs. There's so much you can do, and you can style on these guys, which is really fun. And that's kind of what I think of Spider-Man. Is he's not just being funny, knocking guys out, and protecting the city and all that. He's flashy about it. He wants to show off a little bit, and you can definitely do that in this game. So moving on. So the bit of the story, it's Johnny, you had mentioned it's an all right story. It's okay. I do actually like that we don't have to deal with origins. We don't have to deal with the spider bite that happened and all that. We're 8 years already into him Spider-Manning. He's already fought a lot of these villains before. And it's really cool that we don't have to deal with each person's origin. We don't have to be reintroduced to each of these people. Right. You start the game, fight Kingpin. There you go. For that to be the start, that's pretty big. You're sneaking into his bank or his building or whatever. And it's kind of the tutorial mission. So you show off what Spider-Man can do, what this game's about.
Right.
And it lets you know, web over here, web with that guy. You can, tie him down to a wall and all that.
Yeah, I don't think that the story is a bad story. It's just not a great story. Like, it wasn't like, wow, like God of War, or even, based on what I know of Horizon.
Yeah.
Those were storylines where I was like, wow, like, this is awesome. Like, the way that they crafted this. And I think what they did with this Spider-Man game is they gave you a story that was decent, but they gave you, they made the sandbox. They put all the toys in there for you to play with. You can do pretty much anything that you want. All the characters are there. And so they didn't do anything special with the story, but they put all the elements that you want for a Spider-Man universe in the game. Whether that was subtle nods or pure on boss battles.
Yeah. One thing about the nods I like is when I play Batman Arkham, you can see things in the city like, oh, wow, that's where that happened or something like that. You see a lot of nods to comics and stories and all that. From me, I don't know that much about Spider-Man as far as like his, I haven't read Amazing Spider-Man, all 300 or so on and so forth and all that. I didn't see too many things just around the city. But what they do is,
Your turn.
They have these collectible backpacks that you get. And whenever you grab a backpack, you get a backpack token, which you can use to upgrade your skills, your suits, your gadgets, and all that. But it also has a little item that you got in there. Maybe a camera, or maybe like a broken, shattered, lens from one of his suits or something like that. And with each of these items, he has a little kind of retort or comment or something like that. So it's like, oh, it's that. Oh, I remember this is the first time when I fought Shocker or something like that. So it's kind of a cool thing to a world building tool that I think they can use for that. I wanted to go off and say that I do think the story definitely kicks up, but it takes about halfway to the end.
Okay.
Like from the middle point of the game to the end, that story ramps the hell up.
Okay.
I can say, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Nice. You mentioned the combat.
Yeah.
I actually did not like the combat that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like. I just felt it was a little too frenetic, too fast paced, out of control, to where playing God of War or Batman Arkham series, which obviously Spider-Man takes a lot of nods from Batman Arkham. Those just felt more crisp. And in this, I didn't feel that same crispness. They did have some cool things happening where you could really create your own combos and juggles like Spider-Man, where you can add in web kicks or shoot some web balls or, electrocute someone, then jump on their head and like kick down at them. There's a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was just moving too fast. And then he was too vulnerable, especially in the first half of the game, which is where I'm at. Like 3 punches and some thug like knocks him out. Like, I get it. Like, you want a challenge, but this is just too much.
I kind of see where you're getting at. For me, a big problem that it took me a while to kind of finally get around were the brutes, the big guys. And I think mainly because I was playing this game like it was an Arkham, Batman Arkham game. I'm playing it where like, okay, if I see something, I'll counter it or whatever like that. But the timing in Batman is so like instant. It's like, okay, the guy is about to hit me, counter. It doesn't matter. But for Spider-Man, there actually is some timing to it. You can't just hit the button. And one thing about the brute specifically is that they'll do a wind-up punch that looks like it's going to be a punch, but then they take a step forward and then they punch, something kind of like that. So it gets your timing off. And if you get hit by one punch, there's OTGs. They'll hit you on the ground.
Yeah.
They'll wind up for another one if you're not ready to avoid that second or third hit or something like that. So it is pretty easy to kind of just get knocked down and over again. But that for me anyway, it did take me a while in the game, but I did end up getting around it and just learning, okay, just web the guy up, brutes, web up, throw into a wall. They're done.
Yeah.
That's one thing I actually like about this game is that if anyone's webbed up, you knock them on the ground, hit them in the wall, a car, something like that, they're out.
Yeah.
You've defeated them. Yeah. Knock them off a building.
I love that. Knock them off a building, they just fall to their like not doom because like they get webbed essentially.
Yeah, because that was one thing that people were worried about, And before the game came out, they're seeing fights and Spider-Man knocking people off buildings. Like, okay, that guy's dead, obviously.
Spider-Man's killing people.
But they thought about it, and they're like, oh no, Spider-Man attaches a web to him, and he swings and gets stuck on the side of the building or something like that.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about the combat, and this is someone who hasn't played an Arkham game, which I get so much crap about.
Yeah, as rightly you should.
I don't necessarily agree with the fast and frenetic. I mean, it is a faster game compared to some of the other ones, but I think without any of the abilities, it suffers from kind of the old Assassin's Creed syndrome where it's the same action over and over. It's just punch, 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 punch. Okay, this brute, web, 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 dodge, punch. And without the combo system, without you using your abilities, that's kind of where it is. So for me, even the little time I played, which I did unlock, a few different skill trees and some gadgets, there wasn't enough variety for me where it felt like I was able to do things differently rather than, okay, this is the strategy that works. All I need to do is the same thing over and over again.
Okay. So I'll defend the game in this situation, actually. That is 100%, I don't want to say your fault, but your choice. There's no right way to do combat in this game. You do have to take the time to learn and be comfortable with those other skills, but you absolutely can just not. You could probably defeat most of the villains without throwing a punch. I think you could. I mean, between webbing them and then using like items that are in the world, different impacts, webbing them up to the wall, pulling them off the building, web kicking them. You don't have to probably do anything besides just shoot webs, swing around, kick, and drag people around. And I guarantee you could probably beat most of the lower level villains. There's a few that you can't. Like you have to punch them and web them and stuff. But yeah, I applaud the game actually for giving you all these tools that are actually effective.
Variety.
Yeah.
But what I like is it treats it almost like an RPG where, to your point, based on how you want to fight and how you want to defeat enemies, it gives it a pretty healthy amount of customization where you can choose your gadgets, you can choose your costume, you can choose how you want to be Spider-Man. And that adds a lot of plus sides to how you particularly want to play the game rather than the game forcing you to use this set of abilities.
That's another thing you touched up on, Joshua, is the suits. Is that there's so many with every suit you get, there is a suit mod. It's something that changes the style of combat or the gameplay mechanic for a while. There's, the noir Spider-Man where you can stop people from calling in backup or, stay undetected for longer. There's so many. There's calling in Spider Bros. There's the Ben Reilly one, which is my favorite costume, Scarlet Spider-Man.
Did they have the second one or just as original?
I believe just the original with the coat with the sweater.
I unlocked that one. I've been using it.
That's my favorite one.
It is a good one, but I actually like the new Scarlet Spider costume better.
No, not familiar with that one.
I'll pull it up right now.
So there's with him you can call in like a holographic clone of Spider-Man, and the bad guys will rush over to him and try to beat him up while you do your thing from behind. My tried and true combo thing is you do a punch and then you dodge under them, and then from there you do spider sting. they're up in the air. You're doing air combos and web kicks and all that. That's my favorite way to fight, and I just there's so many nods to Spider-Man stories and other versions of Spider-Man that I think were great, and just they took a lot of care with Spider-Man is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Much like the Rocksteady games did with Batman, I feel that Spider-Man got a lot of the same kind of attention and love from Insomniac Games.
Yeah, I agree, absolutely. You want to know one of my favorite things in this game?
What's up?
Is the whole social media system that they have in there. And if you don't pay attention to it, like you're missing half of the fun of that game. With people interacting in the city just like if it was social media. They're making comments saying Spider-Man did or didn't do this. It adds a layer that's beyond just gameplay. It's environmental storytelling. It makes it a lot of fun. People are like commenting on other people's, tweets or reactions based on that. And just the fact that Jameson is actually doing he's doing like live news calls as you're just swinging around the city.
Yeah, he's got a podcast.
And it's funny because
everyone's got a podcast these days. That's cool.
Nice.
That's dope.
Make sure you pop that picture up so people can get a good look at it.
We're looking at the new Scarlet Spider-Man costume.
Has that been Riley?
Johnny.
It is relatively new, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a sick costume.
That's cool.
Save it and send it to me so that way I can
Yeah.
post it up. But just for him to, the callers are, some of them are trash talking Spider-Man and other ones are just saying, "Oh, Spider-Man saved me. He's doing good
You're
for this
wrong.
city."
No, you want to know why he saved you? Because he started that fire, and he's a menace. Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson in this game they did a great job just making it be a podcast. I think was a really cool way to go, making it modern and new and something like that. And if you're the kind of person that doesn't want that interruption in your game, you can literally unsubscribe to his podcast, which is really cool. You mentioned the news feed or the I guess Twitter feed or something like that. I am one of those people that completely missed out on that. It was there, but I never paid attention to it. And one of my friends actually showed me that there's a tweet that someone had tweeted about Spider-Man saying, "Oh, my son lost a red balloon. Can someone and I think Spider-Man got it for him or something like that," which is funny because that's a reference to the Spider-Man 2 PS2 game, where a lot of your kind of random city events or crime things that you would stop is you would catch a balloon that a kid had let go of, a red balloon. You would, wall crawl, web sling, whatever, get up to the heights to catch that balloon, bring it back to the kid. So I thought that's once again, like, it shows that Insomniac, they are taking care of this, and they're more than just people being paid to make a Spider-Man game. They actually care about Spider-Man. They're passionate about Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're fans for sure.
Exactly.
A lot of attention to detail.
Yes, yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So I think because I don't want to go too much into the story and spoilers, especially since
we haven't finished it.
I'm the only one that beat it.
Yeah,
but it's good. There's a lot of interesting things that happen.
Yeah, you mentioned the traversal, or the web sleep.
Yeah,
that is by far the best part of the game.
It's a lot of fun, and it's funny because they give you the option to fast travel. I've used it maybe 5 times.
Yeah, it was funny. I was playing the game and my wife was watching me, and at that point they make you fast travel one time, to show you how to do it. And it was a side note. It was really funny that he was on a train texting. Like, this dude's on...
There's funny because there's different ones. There's one where there's a guy asleep on his shoulder.
Oh,
or something like that. There's another one where a guy's reading a comic book about or not a comic book. He's reading a newspaper about Spider-Man. He has like double takes. Like, wait, is this is Spider-Man?
That's awesome.
Is that during the fast travel?
Yeah, during the fast travel. While it's loading where you're going, it's a little cutscene of a Spider-Man in a train.
Yeah, but I only did it that first time, and she was like, "Oh, that's awesome. I wish Batman had that." And I'm like, I would have never used it in that game, and I will never use it in this game. I will web swing across the city all day.
Exactly. It's fun.
It is super fun, and then just being able to chain in, like, you could just swing, and then you can like run on walls. You can like, kind of turn yourself on a wall with the, like your web, and like, turn a right angle.
Yeah, kind of slingshot around.
Yeah, you can like do that little thing where you can web pull yourself and then hold X to like immediately jump off and springboard.
Yeah, the point launch is really fun.
You can do tricks in the air.
Yeah, you can do tricks. Like, just it is a beautiful thing to do. It is so fun just swinging around the city. I never got tired of that.
One cool thing, because when we talked about fast traveling, it reminded me about the costumes. Whatever costume you're wearing or suit you're wearing happens in any cutscenes whatsoever. There's a real crazy one that looks so out of place, and it's funny to see, because the lines are still regular. It's still Spider-Man talking, or Peter Parker, not Peter Parker, Spider-Man talking, and you just see a crazy suit. I don't want to say it because it's special, but it's just funny. I really wish there was a way how you could just view cutscenes again and just change the costume.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, fast travel. Why? Just swinging through the city is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love being able to kind of zip to any point that you kind of look at. And I like that they added. They didn't have to, because you use it maybe twice in the game, but they add that if you're on the ceiling, You can kind of do that like spider thing where you drop down and you know go back
You
up.
hardly ever crawl a wall where you're like hanging under the roof or the ceiling.
Exactly.
Is there a way to do it on your own?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as you're on the ceiling, you just hold L2.
See, I wanted to do it like when I'm on like
a light pole or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do it from a light pole. It's specifically from crawling on the ceiling that I know of.
It is cool when he does it though.
Yeah.
I did do it a few times.
But yeah, a lot of fun. I urge you that if you haven't already played it, check it out. Definitely, at least ask a friend.
Yeah. What are some of the things that could have been better?
So they're there. I hated when I'm playing a Spider-Man game. I hate when they make me not play Spider-Man. This goes for a number of things. I don't want to be Mary Jane. I don't want to be Peter Parker.
Right.
I want to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So any of those times where I'm like, that's kind of always when I took a break. When I kind of heard the dialogue heading towards a,
gotta go help Doc.
I gotta go see. I gotta go investigate or something like that. And I'm like, okay, time to take a break.
Yeah,
because I will get back to Mary Jane later.
I also hated all those parts, even when it was Miles Morales. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't want to say.
No,
that's fine.
The game's out for a month already.
My bad.
I didn't like any of that. Like, I don't want to do that stuff. I don't want to snoop around at the feast. Like,
yeah. It's
a waste of my time.
Definitely a low point in the game, and I don't mean to say that obviously you want to do it because you want to change the pace of the game. Don't change it to make it slower. No one wants to sneak around as not Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I think they just did it just part of the storytelling. Because one thing that I applaud them on is we had know so much information on just Spider-Man from stories, from comics to TV shows to previous movies, and for them to pretty much manufacture a new storytelling or a new story pretty much off of out of thin air based on characters we already know. So, you pointed out there's no origin story, so they just pretty much had to make up a story to put it in this game.
Are you defending this as something that they've done?
Well, I haven't played the story enough to say whether I like it or not, but I do applaud them for having the courage to make a Spider-Man game and to make a new story rather than saying, okay, we're going to piggyback off this point.
Well, they did piggyback off a lot of the comic books.
But is this story like a direct correlation to something that's already been said or done?
Well, I mean, a lot. Or
did they they take a lot of different pieces and they just
tons of it is already taken from the comics. Yuri Watanabe is, I think is a spoiler. I forget her name, but she's
just the chief.
Well, I know, but she's a superhero.
Okay, that I didn't know.
She's an anti-hero.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's spoiler. But anyway, yeah, like she's not the chief of police at that point in the comic, but she's a police officer that works with him. The Kingpin stuff that's already been done. The Negative Man, like
I was wondering, is that an already established villain?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
like all the stuff is already pieces they've done. Like it's not the same way that Batman Arkham, like
kind of takes pieces from everything. It does.
Pieces,
yeah. Well, I mean, and the fact where Garrett doesn't like when they talk about the death of Superman, they remake the Death of Superman movie 5 times.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying I don't think that there's any justification for them to pull us out of the experience of being Spider-Man for that long.
I will say there is one stealth instance where you are Mary Jane that is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
There is one. I beat the game and I can tell you there's only one. But there is one that's actually really cool.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good one. You mentioned just all that stealth. All the stuff where you're not Spider-Man. For me, things that they could have done better. I already mentioned the combat. That's that. I feel they had way too many like fetch quests. Like, go unlock this thing. Go get that. Here's some backpacks. Black Cat has some things for you to go find. Oh, go find out. Harry Osborn left you some other things to go get.
Hey, Spider-Man, could you get my pigeons?
Yeah. Like, there must have been at least 10 or 12 different things he had to do around the city. To me, it was just too much. And I found myself like dreading doing some of it because I'm like, okay, like let me go swing over here, get this stupid cat. Let me go over here, get the backpack. Like,
I would agree with you that there's too many, but they're short. It's literally like you do one for the introductory, whatever. And then it's like, oh, there's 11 more. There's only 11
Yeah,
more.
but there's 12 of them. So 12 times 12, like, I'm getting just pretty high numbers now. Like, I can't count that high.
You get a trophy after doing each one.
Yeah, I don't know. But that'd be the one thing I suppose that I would dislike.
Okay.
Yeah, I think some of the missions or the side objectives. Hey, stop this guy from stealing a car, and they're driving around the same corner every single time until you stop them.
Yeah, they'll just keep going. They'll keep making rights.
Yeah.
Kind of like
It's
NASCAR.
the opposite of NASCAR, just right. No, it's the same as
It's
NASCAR.
like, are you trying to get away, man? Or
Yeah, I don't know. But I think one thing that is underutilized in a lot of these type of games is photo mode. It allows you to customize and create photos. And a lot of people are doing some cool stuff, so.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff to see.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, nice. Okay. So that's Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man.
Marvel's
yeah.
PS4 Spider-Man.
Well, overall, good game. I think that it could have been a few tweaks, but I guess my last question is this for you guys a potential game of the year?
It's up there.
Not for me, but for me, it's God of War. But I mean, it's competition with yourself, with Sony.
Yeah, I 100% agree that
It's definitely
it can't
a great
be
game.
God of War. I mean, if almost any other year, it maybe could win, but God of War was just a masterpiece of a
It
title.
was damn good.
Yeah.
Sony's doing it, man.
Yeah, that's a good point before we move on. Like, I feel like they've had a superb exclusive in every quarter of this year, right? First quarter, Horizon. Second quarter, God of War came out and
Horizon's almost 2 years old now, but
is it?
yeah.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's this year.
Yeah, you
too.
said it
was
earlier, and I was
last
like,
year.
what other game? No, yeah, Horizon's almost 2 years old,
Dang, it feels
Yeah.
weird to say that. Never mind.
right? But still,
but
I mean,
God-
Microsoft hasn't had anything.
Yeah,
No,
I haven't had
man.
anything. Yeah, I mean, God of War was a stellar game. This one, I don't know if they have anything else on the dock.
I mean, not as outstanding. I mean, Detroit was okay. You know,
Detroit, yeah, it missed the
It did
mark a
solid.
tad bit, but yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. But yeah, they are definitely kicking butt with just driving good exclusives. So
single player content too.
Exactly. Yeah,
Which-
single player content.
Yeah, which some studios think that no one wants to play single player games
Yeah,
anymore.
here's your example that it does.
Shut the hell up, EA.
Stop charging everybody for every little thing.
Leave them alone.
Oh, you want to put this disc into your Xbox? You gotta pay $1.
$24.99.
Oh, you want to eject the disc? You gotta pay for that.
That'd be terrible.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. All right, it's time for the speed run. So every week we break down 7 news stories or fun facts that just didn't quite make it for a full segment. We give ourselves 1 minute per topic before we move on to the next one. Finished or not, gotta go fast
did you miss us?
in the speed run.
Yeah, people missed us. Sorry, we were gone.
Ubisoft confirms that Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell will make a triumphant, hopefully, return.
So, I don't know if the news had changed, but from what I saw or read, it says that Ubisoft would like Splinter Cell and Prince of Persia to make a return.
I would love a new Prince of Persia
A
game.
lot of people would.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just gave up on it.
Yeah.
We're done.
I mean, because that last game they did was kind of like,
It was actually pretty damn good.
A lot of
I don't know
people
how
thought-
it sold.
I didn't play it, but a lot of people thought it was.
I don't know how it sold, but the game was fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed the game. I thoroughly enjoyed the combat. I even enjoyed the AI. She was a good fighter.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's not how it happened.
I didn't play Blacklist, but I heard it was
Next. Deadpool 2 will be releasing in theaters this December, and
What?
it will be hold on, and it will be less violent and PG-13.
So it's the same movie, but not as bloody gory.
I don't see the point of this.
I also don't see the point of this. I don't know if did moms make that much of a stink where it's like, hey, we get on it, Fox.
Yeah, I can't understand this at all. The only way I can maybe justify this maybe is Disney looking to see if there's any, I don't know, appeal and maybe try to bring Deadpool into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I think that's kind of what they're doing with Venom also. I think they're trying to see why they made it PG-13 was to see if there's any way they can later incorporate Venom into the MCU. Deadpool, him being part of the MCU, that's how it is. Like, it'd be nice to see him, but it being a rated R movie, I think excels with Deadpool anyway.
Yeah,
It
but
is
then
what it
all the tickets you could have got for kids.
Next.
Well,
Sorry, bro.
okay. Well, In other Disney news, Disney is ordering or has ordered a live-action Lilo and Stitch movie.
I don't like this.
You know, we say this every time that there's an announced live action.
There's a lot of
something.
Well, I
It's
say
a
I
new
don't like
thing.
it. You say you do like it.
I
Joshua
say-
was somewhere in the middle.
I say I'm up for it. I say I'm up for it because every time they say this, we all go, no, I don't know, and then it does gangbusters.
Yeah, but it's unfair to say like, oh, it does gangbusters. It's obvious. Like people are gonna go watch Aladdin.
People are gonna go watch live action Lilo and Stitch.
Live action Disney. Man. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if the next one is like Moana
Live action Moana, I'd watch that.
or a live action Hunchback.
Please no. I can say though that they haven't damaged my childhood. They've
So far.
done a good job.
So far,
Yeah,
there's still time.
there is.
When's the Lion King coming?
Next.
Ron Perlman has been cast and will be joining Mia Jovovich in the upcoming Monster Hunter movie.
I'm cool with this. I love Ron Perlman.
A lot of people do.
Yeah,
I mean, does this make you want to go see the movie more?
No.
I'll check it out. But I'm also an AMC A-list member. Not from 1995. You can see 3 movies
And they
each
ain't
week.
paying us.
We just need to have
don't
one more
sponsor them.
plug. We make our money for this episode.
I wish.
Yeah, I don't really care about Monster Hunter as a movie, and honestly, I don't see this doing that well. Monster Hunter is not a big franchise in the U.S.
I think the only reason this is being made is because the new Monster Hunter World did an amazing job,
I see that.
especially in North America, in the West.
I see that. Plus, people like big monster movies, but I don't see this coming out anytime soon.
No one said anything about soon.
Well, that's what I mean. I see this as like a 2021 movie.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Next. Red Dead Redemption 2 will require, 105 gigabytes of memory to install on the PS4. Time to clear up some space or buy a new hard drive.
It's just getting to the point like Red Dead 3 is going to take up your entire hard drive. You must switch your hard drive out to play this game.
Oh, it's going to be one of those things where, like, to play a mission, switch out your hard drive. Switch to hard drive 2.
Call of Duty 6 includes a hard drive with purchase.
Nah, you
That
just
edition would sell.
it'll have its own console just to play that one game.
Yeah, this is getting ludicrous, especially when, like, I think the base model now is, 2 terabytes?
1
Maybe
terabyte.
1 terabyte. That's kind of like the low model you can get, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X.
Yeah. For what they're doing with Red Dead and what we are perceiving as to be a phenomenal game, if it pulls out all the stops, it's going to require this to do everything.
No, I understand it needing this amount, I guess, but next.
All right, Netflix announces it will be making a new Chronicles of Narnia series of movies.
Not only movies, they're making movies and television shows.
I'm pretty excited for this, actually. I'm not huge, like, I've never really followed the Chronicles of Narnia. I've only gone as far as Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Hey, I haven't even got that far.
That's like
Pretty
the
good.
second book.
Is it?
Yeah.
In the
Oh, I
first
thought it was
movie.
the first.
No.
What's the first? Do you know?
The Magician's Nephew is the first book.
Oh.
So the second book's the first movie?
That's the one that's most famous because it was a cartoon like.
That's the one I watched, the cartoon.
Yeah, but yeah, The Magician's Nephew is the first movie.
Okay.
John Mills and stuff. This is actually the first time that all 7 books have been given the rights to anyone to make. No one
That's
has ever had the rights to all of them.
That's neat.
Cool.
I'll check it out for sure.
Definitely will.
Nice.
So this is going to be more cartoon, live action?
Think live action.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. We remain on the dial.
Next.
Okay.
Rumor alert. Rocksteady is rumored to be working on a Justice League game set in the Batman Arkham game universe. I don't know if this is true.
But what if it was?
I mean, that'd be sweet, but I don't think this is going to be true.
I don't know if it's true. All we really have is just job openings at Rocksteady. There's rumors that you can be Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, or Wonder Woman so far. Flash, Martian Manhunter, nowhere to be found. Cyborg, if you want to go new Justice League, nowhere to be found. I don't know how I feel about this though. Like, obviously I'll play it. I'll probably love it. Rocksteady's great at putting detail in their games and all that. But do I want to play Green Lantern? Do I even want to play as Green Lantern?
Well, the way I see it is you're going to have to manufacture a superhero game for all these characters like bunched up into one. You're going to have to give Flash like some type of moveset or powers. Do that for Wonder Woman. Do that for whoever else is going to be in this game. You're not. I mean, you've done it. It took you 5 games for Batman. Now you're doing it for all these new characters for one new game. That's a lot.
And
all right, well, that is our speed run. Our topics are done. Give us some tips,
Dunzo.
some potential topics for next week. Comment, tweet, email us, and we'll throw them in next week's speed run. All right, it's time for Name the Game. 3 games, 2 hosts, and clues that lead to the correct answer. Use your wits, match the clues, name the game. All right, I lost last week, or whatever the last time we actually recorded it was. It was just last few weeks have been crazy.
It's a long time to be a loser.
All right, so it was my week. So yeah, be prepared, gents.
See, Lion King stuff.
Yeah. All right, game 1.
Lion King. Sorry, it's not my guess.
A failed Connect dancing music game. Failed is subjective, of course.
yeah, I'm gonna go Michael Jackson Experience.
No.
What was the other one called?
I'll never tell.
I know it's wrong, but Dance Central.
No. My next clue was they tried Michael Jackson, so they thought a group would be better.
They had a group dancing game on the Connect.
One Direction Experience.
The boy band experience.
No. I got a feeling that one of you is gonna get this right.
Was he part of it? Wait. Did they make it? Oh, damn. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't get the verbiage here. I don't know. America's Best Dance.
You know what might help? Some food, like Black Eyed Peas.
Oh.
The game is Black Eyed Peas, The Experience. That's correct for Garrett.
Where's the one of you?
My next clue.
He said, I got a feeling.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
exactly what it was.
I got a feeling.
I was thinking the Hooked on a Feeling.
Hooked on a Feeling.
That's the thing that's playing. I know, but that's the thing that's playing in the background
All right.
in my head. What was the other clue?
It doesn't matter now.
No, I want to hear it.
This game tried to be Fergalicious and failed.
Oh, is that the clue or is this a new game?
That was the clue that you requested.
Okay, because you said never
Okay,
mind, and
yeah.
then you immediately
I
jumped
also
into
thought-
another clue.
Okay, that was for the old one.
Okay.
Next
See,
game.
this is why he
right.
shouldn't have answered you.
Yeah,
There's
well,
confusion.
You give the score before you go into the next one. That's how I.
1-0. Next game. A book became a movie. That movie became a crappy game.
He likes these ones. Harry Potter and the Deathly
No.
Hallows Volume 2.
007 Nightfire.
Was that a book?
I'm sure it was a book at some point.
Consider the antithesis of the Chronicles of Narnia.
Them big words.
Is there Spiderwick Chronicles?
No.
There was a Spiderwick
Well,
Chronicles
that's not
game.
the right answer, but
There
yes.
was a
But
Spiderwick
no,
Chronicles
incorrect.
game. Chronicles of Riddick.
That's the antithesis of Chronicles of Narnia.
I don't know,
I
Johnny.
don't even know what
was-
antithesis means.
Like the opposite,
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
See, Chronicles was in it.
The
You said
The cover has a polar bear.
Golden Compass.
Correct.
I almost said Polar Express.
You should have.
It's 1-1.
Good thing I worked in the gaming universe.
Next game. Toys, cartoons, comics, movies. This game comes from a franchise that has done it all.
Skylanders?
No.
This is a game?
Yes, it's a game.
called Name the Game.
Lego City Undercover.
You think that was okay? No. It's the best we're gonna get for this classic IP as a video game.
Let's Telltale's Minecraft.
No, why?
Oh man.
I don't know, man. Connectables.
No. Before they came and battled for Earth, they battled for their own planet.
Let's go Transformers Cybertron.
That is correct. Transformers War for Cybertron. So that is 2 for Garrett, 1 for Joshua. Garrett takes this W.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What'd you shaft me when I said Lego?
Because my first clue was it's toys, cartoons, comics, and movies.
And Lego's practically done it all.
But you... Okay, fine.
You have to give me that.
You said, okay, I see what you're saying. I see.
And I had to give one Lego game.
Okay, I see. I guess that's fair.
Thank you.
Although I don't know if it's ever been a comic. I'm sure there is a Lego comic
There's probably some Ninjago or something out there.
Fine, sure. Garrett, you got your W.
Ninjago! That's a thing they do.
I know it's a thing to do.
All right, guys, it's time to end our show. We are going out with a bang as always. And when we do end our show, we talk about what's going on with us outside the show, and we give ourselves stupid superpowers, for better or for worse. So yeah, my week has been a good week. Playing right now. But it's a fun little game. I'm reviewing it. Yeah, the embargo's up till the 16th, so I can't discuss the game right now.
That's another week.
Yeah, I know, right? But I am enjoying the game. So thank you, the Game Fanatics, for I'm a part. Charles, thanks for having me on board. And playing that game. Unfortunately, I got beat out to review Red Dead 2. So that's
guess you'll just have to buy it and play it like the rest of us.
I know. I'm trying to get Fallout 76. But yeah, playing some games. Time with the fam has been great. Weekends are just freaking busy, dude. Like, I just don't have free time anymore. Like, it used to be like, oh man, like I've been busting my booty all week at work. Like, I can sleep in. No. Like, I'm still waking up at 7 a.m. Still waking up at 6:30.
So you don't get weekends off, is what you're saying.
I mean, I'm just.
It's a different type. You're clocking in for a different type of job on the weekends.
Exactly. It's a different kind of work. I mean, I like
family
this
clock.
More.
Yeah, of course.
But it's crazy.
Pays less in money, but it pays more in love.
That's a good tagline. You should probably work for like Hallmark or something. It's a good one. They need people to write those greeting cards, So, but yeah, spending time with the family, just doing stuff with them and enjoying just having our two children. It's a blessing. It's cool. That's me for the week, to be honest. I guess I should lament the fact that I can't watch movies the same anymore because I can't go to movie theaters, which really sucks.
Aww.
And we used to be able to go to drive-ins, but right now she's too little and he's too hyper.
Yeah.
I can't have them both in the back seat in the trunk of the SUV because he will crush her. Like, he's 1.5 and he will not sit still. So yeah. Until she's a little bit older, I can't go to drive-ins for a little bit. So it's hurting. All right. Garrett, you're going to get my superpower.
I'm surprised.
All right.
Okay. Garrett, you have the superpower that whatever you are wearing as a shirt or a sweater.
Okay. All right.
Whatever, if it's, let's say, Venom or Spider-Man, or let's say it's like beer, like you're wearing like a Bud Light shirt or something like that. You will know, just for the time you're wearing the shirt, everything about that thing.
That's
whatever it is.
Pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool.
If only you were playing in Venom trivia.
It'll only work while you had that thing on.
No, but it's nice to be a know-it-all.
Yeah, you will be a know-it-all for that thing.
I bet you wish you were wearing this shirt.
Just have a carry-on. I'll just bring a suitcase everywhere. Whenever I need to know anything about anything, just do you know where we could find the nearest Starbucks? Oh, hold on.
Starbucks.
You know, I got something in here somewhere.
Starbucks shirt. On Jeopardy, like what's the capital of Madagascar? And you're just like, hold on, put on an Africa shirt.
No, he's already wearing 20 shirts. He's wearing 20 shirts under that suit.
Who is Chris Rock?
You need to take that physics test. You got that periodic table of elements.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's cheating though. It's probably right there.
Well, that's
It's not cheating if it's knowledge.
Yeah,
Awesome.
There's your power.
Okay. So my week. Girlfriend came down. That was nice. Had some fun. Took the kids. Saw a lot of movies.
Hi, Angelica.
Not my kids. Yeah, sorry. It's my girlfriend Angelica's
Her kids.
siblings.
You a dad? When did you become a dad, Garrett?
Siblings, a younger brother, sister, and occasionally her baby brother, who is 1 and something. I don't know.
Baby daddy.
Oh, so we checked out a lot of movies. I ended up buying Super Mario Party so we could all play. That was a lot of fun. Forgot how fun those Mario Party games can be. A lot of mini games, 80 new mini games. One thing I kind of don't like about it is that there's only it looks like there's only like 5 boards, and the rest there's plenty to do in the game. There's a new competitive a new cooperative game mode where you guys are all in the raft and you work together playing all these co-op games, that's also pretty fun. There's like a kind of rhythm, music, motion set of mini games, but the boards there's only like 5 of them and they're pretty small. And it does this thing where when you buy a star, Toadette flies off to another spot, so everyone has a chance to kind of get there. But more than half the time, she will just float over like 2-4 spaces past where you bought the first star. So if you're in the lead and you bought the first star, chances are you're gonna get the second star because she's right there. Just because of RNG or whatever. Like it kind of sucks about that, and it kind of makes me feel bad because I was winning all the time.
Now, if Bowsette was doing it,
please, Nintendo, put Bowsette in the game. I want a Bowsette amiibo. I want Bowsette in Smash. You hear me, Sakurai?
Just have them watch my YouTube video. We'll get to that in a second.
No, but it's weird. It's Mario Party doing the Mario Party thing where like there was at one point I had 4 stars and second place had 1. They won.
The Switch.
They won. Bonus
Switcheroo.
stars. Me landing on like one of those bad luck spaces, and it's like randomly give a star to somebody. Oh, okay.
I gave it to the guy that's right behind me.
Whatever. So that game has a whole rubber band thing, much like Mario Kart. Yeah. A lot of fun though. I checked out some movies. Hellfest, which was just kind of like a new slasher movie.
You guys like those cheapy looking?
They like
films?
those cheapy looking.
Like
I just go along for the ride.
Yeah.
But they didn't like it. We all saw Venom. Liked it very much. She's hard to impress with movies. She liked the movie quite a lot. I saw the My Hero Academia movie.
Oh,
that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was it's only in theaters for like a week or something like that. So like the theater was packed, and that's awesome to see for an anime movie. And it's cool seeing it with all these other people because they're like rooting in the audience. When something funny happens, everyone's laughing, or there's these moments where you're like supposed to just kind of feel good. And like All Might's doing cool stuff, and the crowd's like, "Yeah, oh, it's All Might!"
Yeah.
So that it was a lot of fun. It was a fun experience.
I've been to anime like premieres like that, like Dragon Ball or different things, and it's that feeling that you never get anymore for like midnight releases because there's no more midnight releases.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I miss those nights. I miss midnight releases, but now they do it like 9 p.m. or something like that. Like it's not the same, but. Yeah,
you can watch it at 7 p.m. I think actually.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sure, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it's a way to recapture that feeling, and I don't know if that's because of the movie. Is it because of the crowd?
I think it's a combination. I think it's because of the crowd and the fact that anyone that's going to watch a film that's got such a niche community that will only be available for 1 week.
Yeah.
Anyone going is hardcore part of that community.
True.
Like if that was how it was for a Star Wars film and it was more niche and you only got the people that were hardcore, that's how the films would be. But now it's just so big and whatever. I won't go into it.
Yeah. So, another time.
Yeah.
But so that was my week. A lot of cool movies. Played some Mario Party. It was a good time.
Nice, man. Good.
Thank you. Joshua. Your superpower.
Yes.
So you have the ability to at any point you get a blank piece of paper, and if someone needs directions or you yourself needs directions, you can perfectly like jot down and write directions or just a straight out map. You can get a map from where you are, specifically you, to wherever destination, point B needs to be, whether it's for someone else or for you. But you
Savvy.
can only do it from your spot.
Savvy.
Yep.
Ooh, this is getting a little meta here. So you said he can give directions.
You can give directions.
Can he give life directions? Like, you know what, Joshua, I'm 27, like I haven't got a degree. How do I become a NASA astronaut? Can he give him directions on how to get to a NASA astronaut?
Give him directions to the therapist's office.
Come on, like
he could give him directions to NASA headquarters.
no, come on.
But no, it's
Life
not like
directions.
GPS.
All right, first
Life
you
alert.
need to go talk to Steve. Tell Steve you need to take a 6-week boot camp program.
And tell him that Jamie sent you. I don't know Jamie, but he knows Jamie.
For some reason, that's what my power's telling me.
It's just say Jamie sent you. He'll give you a nice discount.
Cool. I'm good with directions, but other people maybe not so much.
I mean,
But
you can use it for yourself.
if I forget how to go somewhere, cool. So my week, I decided to go watch Venom as well. I thought it was pretty good myself.
Yep.
There are some things that I didn't like. There's a cameo, of course. There are plot holes. There's fun action.
Johnny loves plot holes.
He does.
He loves to pick at them anyway.
Yeah. You should go see this movie.
I really do.
There's some stuff I want to say, but I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't seen the movie.
It's
And
only been out like less than a 5-day period, so yeah.
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. We'll hold off on it.
Venom looks really good
I thought so
in
too.
the action cinematic sequences that he's in. Not the trailer stuff where he's on the bike and some of the stuff where he's just chilling. Like when he's actually in set pieces, it's really good. Like I think they really did a good job on portraying what we would believe the character would be in those moments.
I agree with that. It was a lot of fun. I also saw it. I said earlier already. I forgot what I wanted to say. So carry on.
Yeah, you should go check it out
Okay, cool.
if you can, because you got.
Oh, did you notice that they changed it?
Yes, I most definitely did. I think we can say
I
that.
laughed.
Yes, so they don't say symbiotes.
Symbiotes.
They actually changed it where it's correctly pronounced as symbiotes.
Which was really funny because everyone was making fun of him when that trailer came out. And like, symbiotes?
because it sounds stupid.
Everyone's joking around. Oh, guys, we've been doing it wrong for the past 20 years. It's symbiotes.
Yeah, and then the first time they say it in like one of the labs, these symbiotes. It's like, what? Did she say it right? Oh, she did.
That was funny.
Okay, cool. So I started a new game. So I picked up Mega Man 11, but I haven't played it yet. I actually bought it on the Switch, and the only reason why I bought it on the Switch is to get that amiibo. I wanted that Mega Man amiibo, but I haven't played it yet. I'm actually trying to do an actual like streaming or recording, so I have to figure that out. So on the side, for those that don't know, I started my own YouTube channel now with my new tag name, Eternal Red Gamer. So
There's no self-promotion. Don't self-promote yourself.
says the guy who's talking about game fanatics and how he wanted to review this game.
But if you need to, you can check out any movie using the AMC.
you bring out my money. So I've done 2 videos so far. I did my intro video to get to a little bit know about me. I did a Bowsette video just because that's the thing I wanted to do at the time. I just recently recorded one for myself about kind of the Sony and they're not doing a PlayStation experience this year, which I don't like. So that'll be up probably in the next week or so. And then I started playing a new game, which I decided to browse through Game Pass because I didn't know what to play. And I almost played Darksiders, and I scrolled some more and I saw Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I started playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm probably about halfway into that game. I didn't like it. Like for the most of this early part of the game, I didn't like it as much as the first game. Now that the story's picking up, some of the action set pieces are picking up. I'm starting to like it more than the first game. So I'm hoping the end has a pretty good finish. Did you guys play that game?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And finish it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So once I get through that, then I will decide what to do from there.
Sweet.
Other than that,
Play the first one.
I did play the first one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't want to play the third one after not playing the second one. And that is about it. So I have my superpower for you, Johnny. Johnny Mac, you have the ability, and you're not going to turn this into an evil power because this is just going to benefit you and your wife if you want. You have the ability where at any point in time, if you just want your kids to sleep, like they go to sleep. You can hypnotize them. You can sweet talk them in the ear. You can be like, hush, little baby, and just whatever you want to do, like they just fall asleep. So that will allow you to go to the movies and watch a movie in peace while they sleep.
You don't know what you've done.
How? It's fine.
All right. Well, first of all, just the regular applications of this, Joshua, you're a saint. This power is so beautiful. Just to be used the way you intend it to be. As far as like me getting a break, you have no idea how helpful that would be to a parent. You don't understand what.
Time out. I got a quick question. You said this also extends to his wife. Does that mean that she also has the ability to put the kid to sleep, or that Johnny has the ability to put his wife to sleep?
No. I don't know where you got that, but no.
You said this could also be used for your wife.
Yeah, you did.
So
I can make her fall asleep. You have no idea.
That's why
I said sure. This will be able to maybe help Vivi as well as Johnny. The focus was for Johnny, not to make his wife go to sleep.
Nice try, Garrett.
No, I legitimately had that question.
Johnny, can you do these dishes? I need you.
Sleep.
No, dude. All I gotta do is, they'll be at like daycare. They'll be, at the doctor's, and they'll be like messing with him, and then like I'll, and make him fall asleep. And I'm like, what did you do to my kid? Grayson, wake up. And then like, it's a problem, and then I sue the crap out of him, and I'll keep Grayson for like a week. And then after I sue him and I get all his money, I wake up.
I don't know if that. I mean,
why does that not work? It works.
So if the doctor's the professional, the doctor's like, Johnny, your son's just sleeping.
It's a coma. It's a coma.
The doctor can probably prove that it's not a coma.
Bro, you mess with my kid and then he didn't wake up, or like the daycare, like my kid was there and now he doesn't wake up when I get there. Like that's it. Like that's it. You can't try to figure it out. Like I found a way to sue people for tons of money by exploiting my children.
I don't think it's going to work.
It's the American dream.
They got it on tape. You're like, Grayson, sleep.
No, like it's going to, you said I can do what I want. It's just going to be me like thinking it or like, snapping real quick.
That's not fair to your kid. I'm hungry.
It's fair when he wakes up a week later and we're millionaires and then he is set for
your
life.
Kid's going to be dead because you didn't feed him for a week.
What are you talking about, dude?
You just said after he wakes up for a week straight.
Joshua, what do people in comas do? They can't eat
applesauce.
No, they
straight to the vein.
They'll be fine, and we'll be rich for it. And we appreciate Grayson and Robin's sacrifices.
You need to pay all my bills, sir. Since you're taking it to the next match.
Paying you nothing since you're trying to fight so hard to remove my ability to.
I'm not trying to remove your bill. I'm just saying you're a dick. If you're gonna
duly noted.
That's fine. Just stop trying to mess with my power.
I'm not trying to mess with it. You're just an asshole.
Just don't. That's fine.
You're a bad person.
Just don't try to take my power from me.
How are we doing the podcast with you knowing this?
Because
speaking of, I think we're coming up on 2 years next week.
Cool.
Since we started recording and started doing this.
Long time.
Yeah, we're about to bridge episode 102.
We are. Yeah, it's awesome. Exciting stuff. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, this has gone on a long time, this episode. We're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate you checking in, whether you're doing that from, where we first started with Apple Podcasts or on Stitcher or on Google Play or on iHeartRadio, with us on Spotify now or on YouTube. There's a myriad of other smaller avenues that you can find us at. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. If you want to help out the show, you can do that in one of several ways. Leave a comment, chat with us, tweet at us, whatever. Just engage. We love chatting with you guys. It's always a lot of fun. Leave us a review or a thumbs up wherever you happen to be listening. Those things help us as well. And of course, let friends and family know about the show. If you do that, that goes just crazy far, because that kind of recommendation is from the heart. That's you reaching out to someone that you know personally. So we would really appreciate that if you just checked in with them and said, hey, I got this podcast, crazy weird name called blah blah Super Co-op Squad, but check them out. They're funny, they're cool, they give good info, it's interesting.
It's a great,
or whatever you want to say about, like, look at this train wreck of a podcast, whatever, however you want to phrase it. I don't care.
No, they don't know the train wreck that we saw.
Right. So do that. We'd appreciate it, guys. And as always, if you want to chat with us, please do so. You can reach us on Twitter at Super Co-op Squad. You can find us individually as well. I'm at JohnnyMac24.
I'm at GJL3275.
And I'm at Eternal Red Gamer.
Until next week, guys. We'll see you then. I'm Johnny Mac.
We are Venom.
I'm not. I'm Joshua.
See you guys next week.